Welcome to our final battle in the Galaxy's Most Wanted with Venom and Captain America going up against Ronan. For our villain setup, looking at Ronan, see he starts with a scheme of 2 and attack of 2. Both versions come in with toughness. And when Ronan the Accuser activates against you, give him an additional boost card if you control the Power Stone. And 14 health per player. Then he's got 2 main schemes. So we're starting with Ronan the Accuser. Venom is going to have the Power Stone and Ship Command, Standard and Counter sets, and the Kree Militants. For setup, put the Kree Command Ship environment and the Milano support into play. Attach the Universal Weapon to Ronan and the Power Stone to the first player. And on this side, we've got a threshold of 7 per player. First player action, we can exhaust a Milano to remove 3 threat from the scheme, and it's starting with 4. So the Universal Weapon is going to give Ronan a +1 scheme and attack. Also gives him Stalwart, so he can't stun or confuse him. It's a hero action. Take 2 damage and deal yourself a face down counter card. Shuffle the Universal Weapon into the counter deck, and the boost is basically comes right back out. So we've got the Kree Command Ship. First player interrupt. When a treachery card is revealed from the counter deck, exhaust a Milano and spend a resource of any type. Cancel that card's when revealed effects. Since we're in campaign mode, we also get the Kree Supremacy. So it's going to get us an extra encounter card each round. So we're playing Heroic Level 1 and a Standard game. And we've got the Pincer Maneuver. Hinder 2 per player. First player action, exhaust a Milano to remove 3 threat from this scheme. So it's adding 2 more threat every round. And because of this scenario, whoever has the Power Stone is going to get dealt this to start with. So when revealed in Alter Ego, Ronan schemes with +1. If you're in hero mode, he's going to attack at +1. So just looking at the setup, we've got the Kree Supremacy. This is talking about putting the You Stand Accused. Searching counter deck for the Pincer Maneuver, which we have there. We're going to place X per player additional threat on Pincer, where X is equal to 3 minus the recorded number of evasion counters in the campaign log, which is 1. So it's getting an additional 2 per player put on that to start with. So instead of its original 7, it's starting with 11. And we've added 1 more of the Badoon Headhunter item. So now we've got the Headhunter's Henchman in here. And that's it for his cards. And for our hero cards, of course, Venom is starting with the Power Stone. Gives him +1 thwart and attack. It's a force response after a hero or villain deals 3 more damage to the attached character with a single attack. Attach Power Stone to the attacking hero or villain. And we also have the Milano. First player controls it. As a resource, we can exhaust the Milano to generate a wild resource for any player. Then Venom, 4-1, attack of 2, 2 defense. You can control an additional upgrade that has a restricted keyword, and that's on both sides of his card. He's got a Symbiotic Bond. As a resource, take a damage to generate a wild resource, hand size of 5 and 12 health. Recovery 4 on this side, armed and ready. So for setup, discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a weapon upgrade, then add that card to your hand. Hand size of 6 here. I'm going double aggression, hoping I can get lucky and rush my way through this. We'll see what happens. So 2 power of aggressions, combat training, counter attack, lie in wait, then 3 piercing strikes, 3 relentless assaults, and 3 fusillades, then Tigra and Brawn. Then our basic cards, we have our 3 resources, 2 endurance, Cosmo, Drax, Nick Fury, Ironheart. Then our purchase cards got triple threat, grand strategy, and a creative solution. For Cap, hand size of 5, 11 hit points. Got 2 for thwart, attack, and defense. It's action, discard a card from your hand to ready Captain America. Then hand size of 6 on this side, recovery of 3. Living Legend, reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1. And set up, search our deck and discard pile for a shield and put that in her hand. So his stack of aggression, we've got 2 power-ofs, the combat training, martial prowess, counterattack, 3 relentless assaults, 3 clobbers, 3 browbeats, Spider-Girl, Bug, Valkyrie, and the Hulk. The basic cards, we have the resources, Mockingbird, Lockjaw, target acquired, downtime, and then our purchase card, Ardent Resolve, Heavy Cannon, and Power Unleashed. All right, so finishing our setup, Shuffling our encounter deck. And then we're going to get 6 cards for Flash. And then he's going to go searching for one of his weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nick, Relentless Assault, Fusillade, Savage Attack, Creative Solution, and a Grand Strategy. I'm going to keep those 2. And Nick, pitching those 3. Energy, Ironheart, and Project Rebirth. Then we go looking for a gun. Found one. Steve Rogers, Shield Block, Power of Aggression, our apartment, that's a keeper. Heroic Strike, Mockingbird, and Target Acquired. Gonna need allies. And for turn 1, probably a Shield Block too, so we'll pitch those. Relentless Assault, Browbeat, and a Bug. Then we go looking for our shield to give us +1 defense and retaliate 1. Found it. Give this another good shuffle. So first ally I played is going to be 1 cheaper. Bringing in Nick, we're going to use his ability to draw 3 cards. Lion Weight, Power of Aggression, and some Strength. We're going to use Lion Weight to bring in Project Rebirth as an alter ego action. Exhaust this, choose either draw a card or heal 3 damage. We're going to draw a card into Relentless Assault. Then we're going to bring in our pistol. When we use one of our basic powers, exhaust the pistol, we get +1 to that power for this use. Then we've got some resources we can't use, but we do have a creative solution. Hero action, draw 1 card and remove a status from any character. That status card type removed was tough. We're going to deal 3 damage to that enemy. So drawing into a counter attack, removing tough, and 3 damage down to 25. Then Power of Aggression, bring in a counterattack. After you take damage from an enemy attack, discard this to deal an equal amount of damage to that enemy. Then we will flip over. Yeah, that was a hero action, so we'd have flipped over, then played the creative solution. Still all good. Grand Strategy, draw up to your maximum hand size, remove this card from the game. We've got 1 card in hand, so we get 4 more. Piercing Strike, Triple Threat, Endurance, and another pistol. So we're going to play our other pistol. Nick is going to fort for 2. We are going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 20. We're going to play an Endurance on herself, giving us +3 hit points. To 15. Then Triple Threat, ready up to 3 characters. Remove this card from the game. He will thwart for 2 more. And we will attack for 3. So over here, we're going to bring in Steve's apartment. Alter ego action. Exhaust this, draw a card, and heal a damage. So exhausting, drawing a card, combat training, and we're at max health. Then flip over, use Milano as a resource to bring in a Bug. Thwart a 1, attack of 1, 2 health. After your hero makes a basic attack, heal a damage from Bug. Swinging for 1, down to 16. Takes his damage, we'll swing for 2, down to 14, healing our Bug. Then we're going to bring in our shield. And I'm going to hold on to 2 cards. Ending our turn. All right, so we get 3 more over here. Power Unleashed, Agent 13, and a Heavy Cannon. And over here, our multi-gun, Fusillade, Spider-Sense, and Cosmo. So we get a base 4 plus 2, so 6 threat. And I forgot to put out use stand accused, so since we haven't drawn anything, hasn't messed anything up. So attacking, defending with Nick. So 1, 2, 3 gets 2 boosts, 4, 5 damage, and Nick is out. Then attacking over here. Base 1, 2, 3. Choose to either exhaust a Milano or place 2 threat on the main scheme, and that prevents us from taking threat off the main scheme. So we'll add 2. We get 6. And it was 3 damage coming in. We're just going to take it down to 8. And retaliate for 1 down to 13. And now 1 there, plus 1, and 1. And try to remember, this is standard. So the first one's going to be a big attack coming in, plus 1 attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Attach a power stone to Ronan. And put this guy in play. So 5 damage coming our way. We're down to 10. And we're going to counterattack to do 5 damage back. Down to 8. And then Kree Commando with Patrol, Schema 1, attack of 2 and 6 health. And a Surge, choose to either take 2 damage or discard a card at random. Down to 8. And choose to exhaust a Milano, spend 2 physical resources, or stun the first player. Milano. Surge with Fanaticism. We get 1 Fury counter plus 1 per player. So it's getting 3. Then discard an upgrade or support you control. We'll get rid of our apartment. And Surge. Schema 1, attack for 2 with 8 health. Cannonade. We can exhaust. It's going to add more damage from what he's doing. All right. So even though it looked like we had a good first turn, I still don't see us getting out of this. All right. We are going to play a heavy cannon. Hero action, exhaust a heavy cannon, deal damage to each enemy if you control the Milano, which we do at the moment. Deal 1 additional damage to the villain. So 1, 2, 3, and 2 damage down to 6. Then Power Unleashed, deal 5 damage to the villain and remove 5 threat from the main scheme. Remove this card from the game. So down to 1 health. And we attempt to do that, but the crisis prevents us from doing it. Then Bug is going to attack for 1. Taking care of the first version here. Comes back in with toughness. We need to go find Cut the Power, already in play. 18 health per player, and still the nastiness if we have... Ooh, which we do. We've got the Power Stone now. So 36 health and tough. That was used. Attacking for 3 to get rid of tough. Discard a card to ready. Attack for 3 more. Down to 33. Then we're going to bring in our multi-gun, which allows us to do 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 31. Then we're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 27. And flip over and heal for 3. Up to 11. All right, our only chance to win this thing is dealing 27 damage next turn. Okay, so we're going to keep Fusillade over on this side. This side, we're keeping the shield block. So drawing 4 more, counterattack, energy, power of aggression, and a shield block. Nothing good to help us deal damage next round. And over here, 5 more behind enemy line, savage attack, combat training, piercing strike, and genius. So we're getting 6 threat, which is going to equal 14. So attach the power stone to Ronan. And threshold of 20 comes in with 2, and while this power stone's attached to Ronan, threat cannot be removed from here. So he's attacking over here for base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with an additional boost. 9, 10 damage coming our way. Shield block and retaliate for 1. Then this guy hits us for 2. And we hit him back for half that. Oh yes, after that attack we lost a counter. Then scheming over here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're up to 9. Then hope we get lucky with these. And I still don't think I can do the 26 damage. Surge, give Ronan the Accuser status card if he already has it, or give him tough. That doesn't help. Fanaticism with Surge. Cree Private with Quick Strike. Hit this for 1. We hit him back. And Cree Guard and Stalwart. That definitely cost us the game. Then over here, Surge, give Ronan a tough status card. If he already has one, we take a damage. Then we need to choose to Exalt Milano, discard a card at random from player 1's hand, or spend 2 energy. Well, player's 1 hand is total crap. So losing a power of aggression. And stand accused. Ronan the Accuser schemes with +1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6. So that's going to take us up to a nice even 15. And pass first player. And he should be ready. So we need to win this round, and potentially with him doing all the damage. So we're going to use that to draw a card into Locked and Loaded. At least it's a resource. Flip over, so patrol. We're free to attack over here however we want. We are going to request a hero action over here. This is not an attack, so the guard doesn't matter. Exalts deal a damage to each enemy. We do not control the Milano at this time. But that will at least take out toughness. And we can feel good about doing some more damage to people. All right, Milano for a resource. Fusillade, exhaust a weapon, upgrade you control to deal 5 damage to an enemy. Down to 21. I don't think I've got this. 2 damage. I needed a Locked and Loaded to have a chance. Bring in combat training, giving us +1 attack. Attacking for... Actually, before we do that... Savage attack to deal 5 damage to an enemy. Down to 14. That gets us a power stone. Then we can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, down to 9. That was used. And pretty much all we can do over here is attack for 2 to take him up to 3. Pitch a card to ready, hit him for 2 more, 5 damage. He'd heal, takes him up to 6 damage. But unfortunately, we're getting 6 threat on here, and that's going to take it to 21, and that's a defeat. We got him down to 9, and I feel like we had a great start. So that is it for our run against Ronan. He is the victor. As always, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.